It's Christmas. Come on, it's December 25th. As the two get ready to come to midcourt, O'Neal will be involved in the opening tip against Chris Mim. The Lakers coming in 14-11. They'd be in the playoffs right now. They'd be the 7th seed, and Miami with a 10-game winning streak, trying for a franchise record equaling 11th consecutive win. Bernie Fryer will be putting the ball in the air, and 19,000 pairs of eyes just riveted now as the two will come to midcourt. Both teams a little slow in leaving the bench. It's almost like, who's going to be the first in the ring? And we're not going to make any analogies to anything untoward that's going to happen. Both guys have already talked about that this week. And the Lakers are the first to come out.
Both players are looking at this as, hey, I want to excel. I want my team to win the game. I want everything to go well. I want the crowd to love me. Can we get it all done?
There's a greeting between O'Neal and Odom first, and here comes Kobe out into the picture. And Shaq with a little elbow, but never looked at him, looked right over the top of Kobe's head. And of course, Shaq has gotten to the point now he doesn't even refer to Kobe by name. But all that is the preamble. Now the basketball game. Mim, one of the new Lakers, and there are a bunch of them against O'Neal. And the tip is controlled by the Lakers. And Dwyane Jones is number 20, not normally a starter. The Lakers, we should tell you at the beginning, missing one of their starters, Caron Butler, former Miami Heat player, who has been suspended for one game for throwing a punch in the New Orleans game the other night. And Bryant goes right to the lane and has it taken away. Now a 2-on-1, and Damon Jones lays it in for Miami.
Now this is Miami's game. Excellent shot blocking by Shaq. That's what he's added to this team. He gets 3 a game. They are a terrific fast-breaking club.
So Bryant went immediately to the basket. Now he gets it again, works off a screen, works outside, and a little fall-away is good. So Shaq was right there, and then Kobe with that fall-away to tie the game.
They started both plays the same way. Misdirection to the right side of the floor, came back, a screen and roll using Shaq in the screen, and they know that they can get into the paint.
This is Damon Jones playing with his 9th team in 7 years, and we have a 3-second violation.
Now keep an eye right here. This is a strong move by Kobe. You knew that he would challenge Shaq, and he will do it every time tonight. Here it comes, down inside now. The fadeaway jumper after the first one was blocked.
Defensive 3-second call on Odom. So the Corvette goes into the brick wall. Then the Corvette starts to go into the brick wall again, puts on the brakes and backs up. And from reverse, makes the field goal. Rudy Tomjanovich, the Lakers coach. Phil Jackson leaving after 5 years, 3 of which resulted in championships. Now Shaq with the ball. Gets it back. And missed everything. And out of bounds it goes. The Lakers have it.
Well, interesting. How are they going to play him? Well, they're going to double team once he catches the ball. You saw the movement from the top of the circle down. Now it's up to Shaq to find the free people once he is double teamed, which is a strong hold of the Lakers.
You caught a glimpse of Stan Van Gundy in his 2nd year as the coach. And a man who played for him last year, Lamar Odom, ex-Clipper, ex-Miami Heat, who was involved in the O'Neal trade, puts it in to make it 5-3 LA.
With Odom, this is big. Now he has to have a big game, not only in the post, but also stretching the defense.
Wade had that partially blocked, but then Odom saves it and then puts it right into the hands of Haslam, who scores to tie the game.
Well, they teach you that in grammar school. Do not throw the ball back under your defensive basket. And that's exactly what happened there. An easy layup.
Udonis Haslam ties the game. Chucky Atkins loves to pump threes. He had 30 points the other night, Atkins, to lead the Lakers in scoring against New Orleans.
Well, he's a high percentage three-point shooter, shoots over 40%. and he will be open quite a bit today with the double teaming of Bryant.
League average for three-pointers about 34%. There goes Shaq, and how do you stop him?
Well, the only way you stop him is if the coach did not call his number out. And then on the fast break transition game, if the 4 perimeter guys do not pass him the ball. That's the one problem when you are a center. You're at the mercy of the other players. Very strong move by Shaq. You could see he split the double team. The double team was late.
Now Bryant from outside. Three-pointer goes. Kobe has not been shooting well this year. Only 31% from three-point land, but bangs this one home, and the Lakers are up by 4. And the Lakers have made 3 of 3 from beyond the arc. Dwyane Wade with it. Second year out of Marquette. First-round choice last year. Driving to the basket and gets fouled.
Yeah. On that move by Dwyane Wade, you saw pretty good defense by Bryant. Bryant actually was in front, was surprised that he did not get the offensive foul.
And great to be working again this year with Michelle Tafoya. Michelle.
Well, Al, I had a chance to speak one-on-one with Shaquille O'Neal before the game, and I asked him how he was going to, or if he was going to address Kobe Bryant. He simply shook his head no and said, I don't need to talk to him. I said, what if he extends an olive branch to you? He said, I have nothing planned. I won't do anything crazy. I'll be cordial and classy as always. Al, Shaq made it clear he would not initiate the communication today.
And he didn't, and we saw it. He walked out. Odom was the first guy to see him, and a couple of other guys came into the mix. Kobe actually moved in the direction of Shaq, and they exchanged elbows or forearms or whatever, but Shaq looked straight over the top of his head. Now Bryant again from 3, and Kobe Bryant. As I say, he's been very cold this season. He's averaging less than 40% from the field and 31 from the three-point land. Makes one again.
Well, you can see great players always rise to the occasion when it is a big game. And he's off to a terrific start.
Udonis Haslem misses. Chris Mim, who yanked down 21 rebounds the other night against the Hornets with it. And here goes Bryant again from 3. Whoa, baby. Well, that's a pretty good little early statement. Kobe Bryant already with 11 points in 3.5 minutes. And then O'Neal draws a crowd.
Now, right now, Kobe is on fire. Distance is not a factor. You can see it right here. He's a step behind the three-point line. He has a feel. And anytime that you have a feel, you're going for it. And especially with such an emotional game as this.
Eddie Jones, one-time Laker and a teammate of Bryant and O'Neal. Number 6 sent the ball inbounds, fade away from Wade. And you can see why everybody is in love with Dwyane Wade, potential superstar.
Well, there's pressure on Kobe to do a good defensive job on Wade.
Now Min with a running hook over O'Neal.
Who would have thought?
The Lakers 19 points. The other night, the Lakers had 24 points in the second half total against Memphis. Now they have 19 in a little over 4 minutes. And that one is banked in and goes. Wade scoring, goes to the line.
Well, in the early going, you're seeing Dwyane Wade. He's excellent off the dribble at 6'4", 212, a powerful body. He can adjust while he's in the air to a fadeaway shot. What I liked about that was an 18-footer off the backboard. Beautiful move.
Wade, a great player at Marquette, but he got lost in the shuffle last year because everybody was talking about LeBron James. And if they weren't talking about LeBron James of the rookie class, they were talking about Carmelo Anthony. So he sort of sneaked in under the radar.
Well, he definitely answered the bell, though, from Miami. Averaged 16 a game.
Bryant missing now, his first miss from beyond the arc.
Right now, the Lakers cannot fall in love with the three-point shot. They've got to start going down inside and getting some movement.
Wade feeds O'Neal, and then O'Neal missed, got it back, puts it in.
I want to tell you, the big fella's working. Right? Now, if you came in today and just thought that this was another game for him, he is splitting the double teams, working the offensive glass.
4 points now for O'Neal, and Jones reaching out, fouling Bryant.
Some nights when the action is going in through you in the low post, you have a tendency to pass out and keep everyone involved. Tonight, Shaq is splitting the double team. When the shot is going up, he's crashing the board.
Bryant with 11 points already. Bryant with the ball, guarded by his one-time teammate Eddie Jones. And then Jones. No, that was a defensive 3-second here. 3-second violation, and that will send Kobe Bryant to the free throw line. So each team, UB, has had a defensive 3-second call early.
We know that the Achilles heel for the Lakers this year is at the defensive end of the floor. They have had poor coverage. They're ranked 30th in the league in steals and forced turnovers, and that's a lack of aggressiveness at the defensive end. But today, everybody is wired.
Rudy Tomjanovich took over. Phil Jackson departed. Remember, the Lakers also talked to Pat Riley, the Miami president, about coming back to coaching, as Min puts it in. And then the job was offered, you recall, to Mike Krzyzewski at Duke, and he thought about it for a couple of days. No. And then Tomjanovich, a lifer as a Rocket. He'd been there for 34 years, takes the job.
That was an excellent cut by Eddie Jones. And you could see that he was held as he came up over the screen by Shaq from the wing. I like what I'm seeing so far here today. Both teams are high energy. They're really going after it. But right now, you've got to keep telling the Lakers you cannot stay in the level 3. Other things have got to happen.
Wade from 18. He loves it from about that distance. Pretty good outside shooter. But the one thing about Wade, he almost never takes a three-point shot.
He stays within his game now. He lets the game come to him.
Bryant outside to Atkins, who loves to take three-point shots. And Chucky misses. And the rebound comes out to Jones. Wade sends it up, and Haslam knocks it down. Slam dunk by Haslam.
Well, the 4 guys who surround Shaq on the floor for Miami, all athletic, good leapers. So when you're on the break, they're always dangerous for the lob.
Now Odom, the left-handed power forward, came over from Miami in the Shaq trade, can't get the bounce, tries to follow it himself, and gets fouled by Haslam. The Lakers are 5 out of 7 from three-point country. The Heat has not taken a single three-pointer. This is Jermaine Jones, and he gets the start today. Former Celtic in place of the suspended Caron Butler. Bryant starts to get doubled right now. Jones on him. Gets the screen from Mim and hits again, and that's another three-pointer. And that's the first time in Kobe Bryant's now 9-year career he has hit 4 three-point shots in the first quarter.
Well, he can get that shot anytime he wants it, mainly because Shaq is laying off Mim, who is setting the screen.
Wade missing there, and Mim goes high for the rebound. Mim has been a nice addition for the Lakers this season, and Jermaine Jones is on the stat line.
Well, Jermaine has that nice 18 to 20-foot game. The Lakers have got to get some easy baskets here today. That's something which is lacking in their play this season. Get the ball out and take advantage of the numbers.
Very much so. They've been struggling in that regard. They've had their moments this year, but at other times they've looked just dreadful. O'Neal misses. The rebound comes off to Atkins. Another former Celtic. They have 3 guys who ended last season with the Celtics on the court right now. Chucky, Atkins, Mim, and Jermaine Jones. Another guy, Odom of Miami Heat, and Bryant is the holdover, and that gets blocked. O'Neal with a block as Mim tried to go to the hoop. Back come the Heat.
The Heat defense much improved over a year ago because of Shaq's shot blocking.
Wade gets fouled. The foul is on Kobe Bryant, and that's his 2nd personal foul. Let's go to Michelle.
Al, the 2 locker rooms before the game were entirely different. The Lakers were fired up. I talked to Luke Walton, Brian Cook. They were saying, this is big. It's like a playoff game. Luke Walton said, I was excited when I woke up this morning. But for Miami's supporting cast, it's not just another game, but it was too frenzied. I talked to Eddie Jones and Michael Doliak. They said it's like a soap opera. In fact, Doliak said the reason there's a frenzy over this game has nothing to do with basketball. So they were just a much more, sort of relaxed team. I wonder if that's the difference in this game right now.
You know, UB, I'm thinking about that. I mean, also your body rhythms are off. I mean, this is a 12 o'clock game. The Lakers, it's Christmas Day. A lot of these guys had to be up at 6:30 opening up presents with their kids.
It's always difficult for the traveling team to play on Christmas, especially if the families are not allowed to go on the charter.
This is Mim. Gets it back. Great hustle by Mim. Now Bryant trying to lose Jones, puts it up, and doesn't hit the rim.
That time, Dwyane Wade got a piece of that shot.
Eddie Jones from outside. That's a three.
That's something which, when you play Miami, you know that Eddie Jones and Damon Jones are two outstanding three-point shooters. Even though Eddie started the season, you know, having difficulty, he is on a roll the last month.
Atkins gets it outside to Dwyane Jones. He might have a little too much time. O'Neal with the board. And this is Damon Jones having his best year. As I said, 9 teams in 7 seasons. Moved into the starting lineup 10 or 11 games ago and has been great for Stan Van Gundy.
Well, you have to realize he's leading the league in three-point makes. This is the perfect team for him, mainly because Wade handles the ball. It's a slashing team, and he can spot up.
Bryant, a little wraparound pass, and Min wasn't expecting it. That's stolen by the Heat.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. That was a beautiful pass right into the hands of Mim. That should have been a dunk.
Jones knocks away the pass. 15 on the clock. Miami right now on an 8-0 run. Sugar Ray Leonard and Sylvester Stallone trading boxing stories as we start the second period. Rasul Butler from outside is short. Kobe Bryant is back in the game. Brian Grant is in the game for the first time. Kobe goes all the way to the hoop and runs into guess who and gets fouled.
That was an excellent move by Bryant. Bryant saw a hair of an opening and he exploded off the dribble. Just watch it right there. Shaq is going for the block. As you know, if you wanted to really take him down to the floor, that would have been easy to do. But Shaq went for the block.
He made a great point the other day when we were talking about the fact that if he really wanted to hurt you, O'Neal could, but he's not that kind of a guy. Look at this. Well, it's the Corvette into the brick wall, but not head on.
Well, all you want from your shot blockers, especially powerfully built guys, is the fact that they set the intimidation in the lane. Now, even if you get 1 foul or 2 foul call, that the player has got to think again as this game is rolling on, whether he wants the physical contact going in there. But you can see now, Kobe is attacking the rim every opportunity.
Lakers have the lead by 1. Bryant has more than half the Laker points, 17 of 33 before the shot foul.
Well, Brian Grant, a little bit of a sumo wrestling with the Shaq man right there. Now, because of the great difference in size, see right there, Shaq pinned him on his back. Well, Brian Grant, he's back now. He missed a number of games because of tendinitis. Well, he's going to fight Shaq.
And another foul here. So Grant, who was part of the deal with Miami, remember he came, Caron Butler came, and Lamar Odom, the key guy for the Lakers in the 3-for-1 plus a #1 draft choice.
Well, Grant has missed 13 because of the tendinitis.
And that one goes, and Grant, who's been into the game now for 31 seconds, already with 2 personal fouls.
Well, I like the strategy. Anytime that you have a mismatch like that in size, well, then naturally you're going to go right down inside to Shaq, force him, and force Grant to play him. And what I really like today about Miami is if Shaq isn't open, they'll throw it in, he'll throw it out, they repost them, go right at you.
That last personal was on Cook after the 2 by Grant. Now Tierra Brown is in the game at the point. Brown, the backup point guard. They work the perimeter to Bryant. Kobe drawing the crowd. Sidearms going out to Tierra Brown. The teardrop won't go, and it's goaltending on O'Neal.
Yeah, Shaq waited too late that time. Yeah, he definitely was going for the block. You're going to see it right here. See, he waited a little bit too long. If he would have closed the gap, he might have gotten it on the way up.
This is Keon Doolin. He's in the game for the first time. A lot of times he'll come in outside for a little energy. Haslam in and out. Rebound to Tierra Brown. One of the new Lakers. The Lakers, of their 12 guys active today, 8 of them were here last year. Beautiful underneath the Cook. Brown to Cook.
Sensational pass. That's what you like about Brown. He's not afraid to get down into the paint. You know, he's not a big, strong point guard of over 6'2". You know, he's under 6 feet. But he'll go in there and he'll create the play.
O'Neal needed enough by Grant, but Haslam is there for the dirty work. That won't go. Now Walton starts the break.
Now you can see now Shaq is definitely concerned about going to the basket. He is looking for his shots.
Bryant, who was hot early with the threes, misses this one, taken away by Grant. So the Lakers with a fresh clock and a 3-point lead.
Anytime that the Lakers penetrate into the paint, something good is happening. So you just wish that they would stop settling.
Cook misses. That turnover, by the way, by Miami was its first in the game. So they went almost 14 minutes without turning the ball over.
The bench people for Miami have come in now. They're getting great looks. All the looks are within 15 feet of the basket. They just cannot make a shot.
Nothing going down, 9.5 to the half. Eddie Jones guarding Bryant. Kobe to the lane, then he tries to dish it off and loses the ball.
Give it up, get it back. There it is.
Jones gets it. That was missed. Keon Dooling had an easy deuce. Now Grant, and he misses. So each team cold at the moment. O'Neal with the board.
It was a beautiful break by Miami. Give it up, get it back. Nice give and go. But you could see that on the move by Dooling, he kind of like slipped before he attempted to take off.
Grant trying to get leverage. Working the perimeter, 5 on the shot clock, and from outside, Rasul Butler has come in and he's ice cold.
Yeah, wide open again now. You take the trap, make the 2 passes.
Pierre Brown couldn't get that one to go down.
You like his feistiness, though. Al, he goes right in there.
Made the team unexpectedly. Great training camp.
Got to have some movement here now. Good call. Good call. Offensive. They are attempting 8 more 3-point shots a game, and that will always lower your percentage. That's number one. For Miami, they are averaging over 10 points a game more because of the presence of Shaq. Every other starter is shooting a higher percentage than he's ever shot before because of the passes from Shaq.
Christian Laettner comes into the game for the Heat. He gets the rebound off the miss by Pierre Brown. Lakers have led most of the way. Right now up by 3. Wade dishes it off to Laettner. Former Dookie drops that one to make it a 1-point game.
But you have to appreciate Wade. I mean, if you have not seen a lot of him this year, his game has blossomed. He's become an excellent passer off the dribble. If you take it away from him, he'll still create for the team.
And Bryant walked. Shaq was there to meet him. There was nothing that Kobe could do at that point except look to pass. And in so doing, to try to get the angle, he moved the pivot foot.
Keep an eye on Shaq. Shaq has been very active defensively today. You can see he just closed off. He pushed Bryant behind the backboard. There was no place to elevate for him.
Wade, their leading scorer, with 13. A move I've been watching here for the last 8 seasons. Now Odom. And a foul here as Dooling grabs Mim.
Now keep an eye on Shaq now on this.
Odom. Now to Brown. Back out to the corner. For a 3. Can't get it to drop.
Beautiful.
Shaquille O'Neal now with 10 points. Miami is on a 6-0 run. Heat up by 3. And again, Laettner.
Now, Laettner challenged that one right after Amani McCutcheon, the referee, wanted to know why. He just thought that he stepped in the lane and was out in time.
Bryant.
We had a good look at that, Al. It was right in our vision. I thought he got it before it started down.
That's the second one called against O'Neal. So the game tied at 40. Dooling and Atkins had reached out to impede him. As Rudy Tomjanovich talked about it before, the reason he stepped down as the Houston coach 2 years ago was because of bladder cancer. Very scary, obviously. There's Devin George. Will be coming back at some point during the season, but Rudy apparently has that under control. And Mitch Kupchak and Jerry Buss went out and brought him in here. Check in with Michelle. work on Michelle's mic in a second as O'Neal misses the second shot, but there's
an interesting thing about Shaq this year. He's at his all-time low. You know, he's only shooting in the 40s, 44% from the foul line. A year ago, 49. Before that, he actually shot 62%. Now we know when he was at LSU, 53%. For his career, 53%. Why the drop off this year and last year? Because he isn't just missing now, he's missing wide.
If you're a fan, Lakers last year, this year it's almost painful. That was a lane violation, which gave the other opportunity. 0 for 3. Odom loses it. Lakers trying to get it back, but here comes Wade to scoop it up with under 3 minutes to play. He loves that shot.
At the other end, that was a good strip by Damon Jones. Odom made a nice move into the paint. Damon Jones came back in with the hand, and then watch out when they're on the break.
Now Bryant, Kobe started the game very hot, then cooled off, and Bryant right now, by far the leading scorer for the Lakers. He's played 18 minutes and he has 20 points.
Anytime that they use Shaq in the screen, Kobe's been able to open himself up for an easy shot.
Jones comes in there to scoop it up. Bryant now gets it. Kobe driving on the Heat. And of course, Bryant will draw a crowd. For 3. Chucky Atkins bangs that one home. Atkins now 2 out of 4 from three-point land. Stan Van Gundy up and working.
Miami getting good looks at the basket, cannot put the ball down.
Odom drives on Wade.
See, when the Lakers are doing what they do, we got a technical foul over here. Rudy T on the far out. Lonnie McCutcheon just hit somebody with a T. Great move by Lamar Odom to the basket. Doing what he does well off the dribble. Yeah, Rudy is really up hot. He's really hot over this.
What was interesting is you had Van Gundy on one end working the official down here, and then Tomjanovich on the other end, and Rudy gets the technical.
You can see right here with Odom, they get him for banging the ball on the floor. Now remember, he just scored. You say, why is he upset? Because he thought he was fouled.
Right. So instead of a three-point play, it's 2 and -1. And from the outside, that's a three-pointer for Eddie Jones. So the Laker lead is now 4. Bryant from inside the arc. Eddie Jones comes away with a rebound. 1:15 remaining in the opening half. O'Neal gets fed. Again. Works on Brian Grant. Foul.
That's such a tough cover for Grant, especially if you play behind Shaq. Now, I know a lot of teams say, well, you can't front Shaq. You can front Shaq if you have good offside help on the other side of the lane. Now just watch right here. You play behind Shaq right now and the double team is late. Well, he's just going to take you to the basket because when he drops that right shoulder into your chest, there is nothing that you can do about it.
65 seconds to go. Shaq misses the first. Sunday on NBA TV, Boston at San Antonio. And then Thursday on TNT, Miami goes to Detroit. And then San Antonio will be at Portland. So O'Neal missing here. Brian Grant with that last foul. Grant's played 6 minutes and he already has 3 fouls, and that's what's going to happen to you when you have to guard Shaq and give away so much height and so much weight. And speaking of weight, Shaq's down about 40 pounds, Yubi.
Well, he looks terrific. He has quick feet now, very active.
It was a source of frustration here because a lot of people thought that Shaq was overweight last year and the year before. Talking to him the other day, for what it's worth, here's what he said. He said, you know, when I'm in the West, I have to be big. I have to be bigger. I have to bang a lot. When I go to the East, I have to be smaller. So I lost 40 pounds.
Yeah, sure. He lost 40 pounds because he's looking for an extension.
That's right.
And also, now that he's here, they have the best record in the East, 21-7. They're averaging 10 more points, and they're a better defensive team.
Bryant misses with the offensive rebound collected by Odom. A better way to go on the South Beach diet than to get traded to South Beach. Odom from the corner for three. Lamar Odom. And he'll go into double figures. 12 points for Odom.
Odom has an all-around game. I know we said it earlier, but he has. You're playing him, you got a tough night because you got to guard him out on the three-point line as well as in the post.
Wade all the way. Dishes it off to Haslam underneath. Nice play.
Making good decisions this year. What's the difference in Wade? According to his coach, Stan Van Gundy, better decisions in the paint. And you could see he accepted the double team, did not try to force the shot, made the pass.
Lakers with the last shot of the half. And Bryant will go through the lane and get called for the offensive foul.
Yeah, good call. Good call from this angle. Monty McCutcheon said he was definitely, the defender was outside of the defensive area. There it is, plenty of time. The distance was correct. Bryant went right into the chest of the defender.
It's a heck of a time to get your third personal foul with 3.1 seconds to play in the half.
Now you can get a good shot here, especially if you pass the ball up the floor. There it is.
This is Laettner. He's going to come and scores. So Kobe with the offensive foul, and Laettner answers. Wade has 15, Jones 11, and Shaquille O'Neal with 11 points in the half. Kobe Bryant for the Lakers with 20 points. They're going to review and make sure that this one in left his hand before the expiration, and it appears to have done just that.
Al, I spoke with Stan Van Gundy coming out of the locker room. He said the Lakers shot the ball well in the first half, and he said we have a tough time both protecting the paint and the three-point line. We have to do a better job containing the ball on the dribble. Something to watch for both of you. Shaq was stretching that cap that's got the sleeve on it, that left cap. He said he's all right, but Hubie Brown told me, or excuse me, Stan Van Gundy told me, Freudian slip there, that Shaq is definitely feeling that cap. It's bothering him, but he said, look, it's no excuse for how he's playing.
You know, that's a good point, because a lot of people thought he just took the game off on Tuesday night against Boston just to rest a little bit. Then he played against Sacramento and played most of the first half here today.
But down the stretch, Al, in the fourth quarter, you could see he was limping along with Wade, who had the bad knee with the collision that they had in the second quarter.
Back and forth, inside, outside. Wade and O'Neal. Wade passing up the three, second to the two. Mim with the rebound.
Now, I'd like to bring out this point. For all these young guys who do not get drafted in the draft, we have 3 players starting in this game right now who are not drafted. And that is Damon Jones and Udonis Haslem, and then also Chucky Atkins at the other end. Now, that's guys who stuck to it, worked hard in the minor leagues, and have done a terrific job.
Here's Atkins, and on cue, he hits the three. And speaking of the other undrafted guy, I'm talking about Damon Jones. He leads the league in three-point makes.
Yeah, and it's beautiful to watch, Al, because they've been on a lot of teams, always going to camp, never knowing whether you were going to make it or not. And then here they are starting in a big game like this and doing a terrific job for their club.
The vagabond, this is Damon Jones. Shaq turned around, goes in.
You can double team him, but if you give him that baseline turn, he's going to shoot up over the top of you. I really like his quickness today.
Mim outside. Bryant goes all the way around him and then gets fouled by Eddie Jones underneath.
Every time that Kobe Bryant is involved with a screen that Shaq is defending, Kobe can turn the corner. Now just watch how pretty this is. See the hesitation? Why? Because Shaq thought he had him, and then all of a sudden the acceleration. That forces someone to come and foul him, or you're going to concede the layup.
Sometimes the Corvette just has to go around the ball.
Very good.
Like a little chicane in Monaco. Meanwhile, that's Eddie Jones' third foul. Kobe Bryant and Brian Grant each have 3 for the Lakers. And Kobe Bryant has taken the only free throws for the Lakers today, all 6 of them. There is Brian Grant with his 3 fouls and just 6 minutes of play on the bench. Feeding Shaq again. Backing up on Mim. Again, the turnaround. And this one goes. with little help. So twice now, O'Neal has made that move and scored.
Well, what we like about that, you start one way with your offense, and then you come back the other way, and that forces Shaq into a one-on-one situation, and you know he'll take it there.
Three-pointer, Kobe connects. So Kobe started the game, made 3 early three-pointers, made 4 of them in the first quarter, and Kobe Bryant right now giving the Lakers a 6-point lead, is 5 of 9 from beyond the arc. Haslam, and he gets fouled, so he'll go to the.
Well, Haslam is upset. He knows that he should have had a dunk that time. It was a beautiful pass by Shaq. Just keep an eye right here. This is a beautiful move, one-on-one, and then one-on-one coverage. Shaq will shoot up over the top of Mim. Now right here, see, once again, Shaq is laying back. There's no threat of a trap. There's no threat of a show and force Bryant out. Bryant knows he comes off, he's wide open. Now, does he want to take the jumper, or am I going to drive to the basket? You can see he's a happy dude today. In a big game, when you're putting up numbers of shots and field goal percentage the way he is today, you're on top of it all.
So far. But the Lakers could use a W, because this is a team that right now still seeks its identity. Off and on, 3 games over 500. And the Heat on top in the East. The best record, they won 7 games. Misses, and Haslam clears the glass. Inside now to Shaq. Back to Wade. He'll lay it off outside for Jones. 3-point attempt goes. And Jones.
It's nice to see Eddie Jones back. When you think of his career, he's really been a great scorer, first with the Lakers, then with Charlotte. All right, and it's nice to see him back with the stroke.
Lamar Odom, very used to playing on this court. Started his career with the Clippers, injured, suspended, very inconsistent. And then he really got it turned around last year with Miami, and then he, for the Lakers, was the centerpiece in that 3-for-1 deal for O'Neal.
Well, Al, he's ranked in the top 7 in rebounding, but the thing which is nice, he's shooting over 51% from the field.
Wade, who takes very few three-pointers, took one there and missed it.
Now, he's the guy I would worry about as this game goes along, Al, because of the sleeve on that knee that he injured in the Sacramento game when there was a collision after kicking the knee. And you can see he does not have the total quickness today.
You can definitely see this. You've got the sleeve on his leg. You've got the sleeve on Shaq's calf. Those are their 2 big men, obviously. And a foul on the way to the basket.
Yeah, that's pretty basketball. That's a post man reading the defense when the defense is putting pressure on you. He's reading it, and he had the patience not to go quick. He catches the ball, and he feels Mim out. See, and there's that spin again. Now, Mim has been beaten to the baseline now 3 times. I know I'm sounding like it's easy to guard this guy. Okay.
But he makes the first of 2. He's now 2 out of 6. NBA All-Star game this year is in Denver. NBA.com has all the info. Cast your ballot there. O'Neal came into the game hitting 44% from the line. Is now 2 out of 7 from the free throw line.
It is push pressure on your defense right there. If Odom will make the move.
Good 3 feet beyond the arc. 7.5 remaining, 3rd quarter. Game's been close almost all the way. Lakers with the biggest lead, 8 points at 17-9.
I was surprised Shaq didn't give Eddie Jones the ball that time. He was open. Nice play.
Now he gives it to Wade. Too hard. Left-handed off the glass. Ball loose. And it will go to Miami, but with only 3 seconds on the 24.
Yeah, Wade could not elevate that time, Al. He had an easy layup with the left hand, but you could see he could not get the spring.
He needs a quick shot taken by Jones. Rebound volleyball. Odom comes away with it. Bryant, 25 points. Kobe with about 12 seconds of dribbling, and then Odom. And Mim gets the rebound underneath. Mim all season for the Lakers doing a lot of the dirty work underneath and doing it very effectively.
Yes.
There goes Bryant. He has it knocked away, and the ball winds up out of bounds.
Now, Eddie Jones is hot because he felt that Bryant knocked away his arm as he exploded past him. Kobe is such a tough cover in any one-on-one situation. I don't care how good you are defensively, quick feet, good range, good length of your arm. He's still going to get by you.
Damon Jones. And a loose ball foul on O'Neal. Third on Shaq.
Right now, Mim has got to say to himself, look, I'm quicker than Shaq. I've got to get up and down the floor. I got to make Shaq really chase me in the transition game. I can make things happen for my team now if I work. Try to outwork him.
Eddie Jones guarding Bryant. Damon Jones ready to come over and help, so Kobe launches one. That was nothing but net.
Now that's called range is not a factor. That's what that's called, okay? All you do is you give a little jab step and you elevate, right? You made that look so easy.
Loves that move. Been doing it for years. 27 now for Bryant. Jones loses Bryant. Goes to the right hand. Shaq can't get it to drop. And then it's blocked underneath, and the Lakers come away with the ball.
You got to get one now.
Kobe cross-court. Feet again, and then of course Dan Van Gundy to call a timeout.
Excellent read by Kobe Bryant.
Haslam. Wade driving. Wade having a tough time in the second half.
Once again, if you force him to his left, he's having difficulty elevating, Al, and finishing with the left hand.
And again, you wonder about, getting shaken up the other night in that collision. Bryant tries to go outside, 9 on the timer. Bryant draws a crowd outside. Misses, and O'Neal goes over Mim to collect the rebound.
Miami not getting any easy baskets right now. Lakers either getting fouled, shooting a decent percentage. All of a sudden, everything is half court, half court, half court.
O'Neal turns, lobs it underneath. Nice pass in the basket for Wade.
Well, you can see Shaq forces you to run without the ball. And when you run without the ball, you'll always do that if the person is unselfish. And Shaq will find you if you're open. He's made some great passes here tonight.
I think that's the most underrated part of his game. We watch him every night. Shaquille O'Neal, the way he passes.
You got to get it out, man. You got numbers here. 3 on 2.
Damon Jones. Wade will send it to Eddie Jones. Good ball movement. Damon Jones can't cash in, but that's Haslam there, getting it over Mim and into the basket to make it a 4-point game.
Well, Haslam is, the unsung guy on this defensive team. Running on the offense, they run no plays for him, Al. He gets everything on a broken play or on the offensive boards, and you could see that was he at his best.
Spin move, reverse spin move to the other side, and from the baseline knocks it down to make it a 6-point Los Angeles lead.
He's showing it all today. I mean, he's taking you off the dribble either way. He's got the 3 going, also the medium range jumper, and then he'll take you to the rim.
And shooting better today than he has been. Remember, he came into the game under 40%. Today, 9 out of 17 from the field, including 5 out of 10 from 3-point. O'Neal is short, so to speak.
I like the Laker defense in this quarter. They are double teaming hard. Odom is working, coming on the double team, so it makes it difficult sometimes for Shaq now to see the cutters.
Five out of 16 is the Heat. And that's Wade. What a move. Wow. Beautiful.
He covered quite a distance on the elevation.
And Damon Jones gets whistled here. Shaq rests. Goliath comes in. Shandon Anderson also comes in. And Brian Cook is in the lineup now for the Lakers. Bryant is in the game earlier in the first half. Bryant and O'Neal came out simultaneously. Atkins with a runner that doesn't go. Damon Jones with a rebound. Goliath 3. 2-point game.
The fast break situation is there for both teams, but you have to want to break. If you just get the pass out a little bit longer and push, just like that time, you have numbers 3-on-2, something good will always happen.
Bryant gets doubled, and it'll be a jump ball. As Wade came over, Anderson was on him initially, and they'll jump it.
Yeah, this was just a bad decision by Kobe. Excellent defense by Wade coming from the back to be able to force the jump ball situation. Right now, Kobe does not want to force things. All he has to do is just continue to take the double team and find the free people.
Short clock, 6 on the timer right now. Odom over to Cook.
I wasn't ready. He wasn't ready for the pass.
Wade. But Goliath is there to follow. So Shaq on the bench. Miami's tied it.
Every time that Wade goes hard to the left side of the rim, you will see 3 white shirts come across to try to defend him. If you're active, if you man lead you, please go to the front of the rim, just like that. Goliath was wide open once the shot was missed.
6 on the shot. Leaves Anderson in the dust.
Now you could hear the moaning now from behind us.
Yep.
They were moaning.
Yep.
Pass the ball. Give it up.
Yep.
What a great move. Way to go, Kobe.
Next thing you know, he puts it in. They're up by a deuce.
That's right.
Offensive foul on Wade. So Wade, that's his first personal.
Now keep an eye on this. He has absolutely nothing. 2 guys are guarding. Now once he goes baseline, slips in. Now naturally everyone can make that move. A little scoop, finger roll off the top. Beautiful.
No problem. 31 for Bryant, averaging about a point per minute played.
And they're trying to post him here off of a curl move by Odom. Now you have to clear out now.
Long 2.
Quite a day, Al. Quite a day,
man.
let me tell you.
Living up to expectations.
Absolutely.
Both teams have a foul to give. Closing minute of the 3rd quarter. Anderson missing.
Look up here.
13-second differential. Game clock, shot clock. Bryant. From beyond the arc, missing. Cook tries to swat it out. Odom collects it. And now Jones will back it up with Atkins. They can play for the last shot.
That's right. Back it out. You just had a great quarter. Your defense has been solid. Miami shooting a poor percentage, and your main guy's on fire.
And 19,000 people are standing. Atkins. A lot of people who just changed all of their plans when this game came out on the schedule. But Jack must be out of town. Everybody else, there's Lionel Richie. People lied about certain things. I know people who got invited to weddings today and just hope they don't wind up on camera because they're here. There's Dustin Hoffman. I also know my friend Les Moonves, the head of CBS, who got married in Mexico, and that's the only excuse, the only legitimate excuse to miss this game, UV. So we covered the pick and roll with Game 6, and congratulations to Les and Julie Chen. But most of the rest of the gang normally here is here today.
Yes.
Shaquille O'Neal is here, but in a different uniform for the first time since he was an Orlando Magic player back before the deal in '96. And underneath, Bryant has it taken away.
He got fouled. He was fouled by 3 different guys, and unfortunately, no call.
Shandon Anderson, offensive foul.
Shandon Anderson is in the game now, Al, to guard Kobe Bryant. And if you notice, on the very first play, they posted Bryant again. And let's just see if they continue to work that until Miami stops it.
inherited the position of head coach last year when Pat Riley, on the eve of the season, shockingly stepped down. He remains, of course, as the president of the team. He's from outside that doesn't go. And Brian Grant gets the rebound.
It's nice to see Brian back, and I'm happy to see him playing again. He's going to make a big difference over the year.
And Dwyane Jones getting the start today and playing a lot more than he normally would because of the suspension of Caron Butler. Makes it a 7-point game. Dwyane Jones making his first start of the year. This is Eddie Jones. Shandon Anderson from the corner.
With this group out on the floor right now, you've got to say to yourself, look, we're going to take away Shaq's game, double him as much as possible, make the rest of these bench guys make open shots.
And then Bryant, after O'Neal had come out to help on the double, throws it out of bounds.
See, that's been open all game, Al. Anytime that Kobe Bryant comes off of a screen with Shaq defending, Shaq's man is always open to the left side of the floor. Now, that's only the first time in this game that he passed back to that man.
O'Neal, left-handed, doesn't go. But Leitner keeps it alive for the Heat. Back to Shaq.
Nice. Anytime Shaq makes that move in the post, kicks the ball out, or a shot goes out, goes right back at him because he's covered one-on-one. Too late for the double team.
18 for O'Neal in the game. Bryant, three-pointer. Off the back iron.
And just be patient. Just be patient. They'll continue to keep shooting the long jumpers. What you have to do, though, is get some fast break, easy baskets.
O'Neal back out to Damon Jones for a three-pointer, and we have a 2-point game.
Well, we've been waiting for Damon to get on fire. Now we tell you that he's leading the league in makes. And he's an unsung person on this starting unit with Miami. All he does is spot up and play off the double teams of either Wade or Shaq.
He has 8. There goes Athens, and Shaq with the block. Good block, clean. 10 seconds on the shot clock now.
Shaq baited him. Shaq baited him beautifully. Keep an eye to the right of your screen. Shaq just laid in the woods over there until Atkins made the move and started the elevation.
Bryant takes the inbounds pass. Runs into a field, and that's gone.
He goes back.
The roof, yeah, exactly.
Now, he's been fouled twice. The last 2 times going down in there. And you got to give him credit because he's taking the pounding and there are no calls. And these are obvious fouls.
Miami with a chance to tie the game or even take the lead with a three-pointer. O'Neal, 3 on the timer. Tied up.
You gotta love it. The big fella has an incredible touch. Shooting 61% for the season. And it's just amazing because most guys would make that shot. The ball would hit the rim. It would come back to them or go off the other side.
So a game that was once tied at 40 is now tied at 80, and Odom's runner doesn't go. Van Gundy taking over last year, lost his first 7 games. That team didn't get to 500 UB until the season was almost over, and then they won a playoff round before losing to Indiana. And then Pat Riley calls one day and says in the summer, we have a chance to get Shaq. And Stan told us, I didn't believe it. And then a couple of weeks later, we've got Shaq.
That's right. That was his best Christmas. Right?
Yes, it was.
And what did he say? All I'm thinking about is new plays, new situations, how we're going to defend, how we're going to go offensively. Everything is running through your mind in the first 5 minutes because it might happen.
The game was tied at 80. Odom gives them the lead here. Each team is 31 out of 68 from the field, so it's as close to even as you can get in every department, 46%.
Well, an interesting stat. The Lakers have only attempted 8 foul shots in this game, and at the other end, Miami has attempted 18.
In terms of three-pointers, the Heat 6 of 11. The Lakers are 12 out of 29.
Running out of time here.
6 on the shot. Dooling has to launch one. Mim is there for the rebound. Miami with a 10-game winning streak. In 5 of those wins, they have trailed in the fourth quarter. The Atlantic Cyclones were down by a dozen. And again, a defensive 3-second.
Yeah, they call it on Shaq this time.
Bryant will go to the line. Miami with a mark at 21-7, so they were 11-7. And Damon Jones goes into the starting lineup, averaging 104 points per game, almost 10 points more than the opposition. And from the field, they've been terrific at 50%.
Well, you have to love their comebacks, Al. You know, in 12 games, they've just played outstanding in the fourth quarter, and they've won 11 out of the 12. You got to give that. That's excellent defense, good shot clock, and excellent execution by your team under pressure in the last 3 minutes.
Got it. Two-pointer, 84-80. So Miami, after catching the Lakers, now down by 4. 7.5 to play in regulation.
This guy Mim very quietly has 10 points. He has not been involved in the play yet.
Eddie Jones gets it back from Shaq. And the Lakers can't save it. The ball winds up out of bounds. It'll go to Miami.
Well, see, that's been open all night, Al. We brought that out in the first half because Kobe Bryant plays him on the inside. See right there. See, that's open. And now it comes in here, and you can see Eddie Jones got hit not only by Bryant, but also by the rotating man. Eddie Jones was very upset that he didn't get the call.
Oh, I never had it.
So Miami to inbound. And I think they're going to go over and check because it didn't hit the rim. So they put up a full 24. But if it doesn't
5 seconds
hit the rim, it goes to 5. And that's
right.
what Tom Janovich is up about right now. One with Frank Hamlin is one of the holdover assistants from the old regime. 5 seconds on the 24, and it won't matter because Jones loses it off his foot.
Now, that's a tough pass. Anytime you throw a bounce pass to a guy who's cutting with a defender in between, you have to thread a needle.
Mim outside, drawing Shaq with him. Bryant. Back out to Odom, passing on the 3. And not get it. Guarded by Atkins. Shaq, scoop shot. A little scoop by O'Neal, and that's 22 points for Shaquille.
That was pretty. That was really pretty.
Mim losing it. Leitner helped break up the plays, and now Miami with a chance to tie or even take the lead.
Excellent pass by Bryant. Mim, you've been open all night. When that happens and he gives you the pass, you've got to catch it and make the score.
Shaquille,
somebody's open.
Underneath. Doesn't get the bounce. Won't drop. Wade looks around, says, where's the whistle?
That's a terrific pass by Shaq. Wade went through the lane and made a comeback. He came right back and was open. Beautiful pass.
Bryant isolated. And not on purpose, I wouldn't think.
No. Right now, Miami, you see, their heads are down. I don't understand why. I think possibly the reason is they thought that they'd been fouled on 2 or 3 of the last 4 possessions. They're not getting the call. And what now happens is you get the sad face.
Damon Jones outside. Miami with possession here. Down by 4.
Yeah, I like the timeout, but right now they're a little confused about what they really want to do.
And Mim contacts Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah, that's a tough call, Al. Yeah, I mean, it's so difficult to guard Shaq. And if you are doing it in the proper way with the forearm in the back, all right, and you're not pushing him and knocking him, well, then that's supposed to be legal.
Yeah, normally you get away with it. I mean, how many times has Shaq got mugged and there's been no whistle?
That's right.
Wade. Ball loose. Laker ball.
Dave Wade is struggling. He's like 6 for 17 right now. All the misses have come in the second half, where he has definitely not been able to elevate. And that's why we said, as this game moved on for the 48 minutes, you were going to question whether or not Wade or Shaq would be able to give you that all-out 100% effort. Well, Shaq looks all right, but Wade is definitely, you know, he's having a hard time. Give it up here. Plenty of time.
Bryant gets it back. Eddie Jones on him like a glove. Oh! This is the back shot this time, falling in love with the glass, and there's a foul underneath.
Oh, you love it. You love him. See, once again, he's on the opposite side, away from the shot. The shot is missed. He comes, look at the top of your screen. He comes right over Shaq, right past them, up and in. And we said he has great hop. He's found a home here. The people appreciate his game, and he's working very hard. And as the starting unit, remember now, 4 guys from the Lakers are all new to this team, and all you have is Kobe Bryant. He has to play perfectly to carry the 4 guys. The other 4 guys are trying to learn one another, never mind Kobe Bryant.
Forced the 4th personal foul on Shaquille O'Neal.
Miami has become very sluggish. Everything is just too slow. They've lost their quickness.
Wade starts to drive, a little double pass to Laker. Clock down to 2, and that one drops for Wade.
Yeah, he needed that. They needed it, and he needed it. In this last 4:15, they need Wade to be able to create off the dribble if they are not going to power basketball through Shaq.
Wade 21 to go to Shaq's 22. And Bryant gets fouled by O'Neal, and that's going to be a 5th personal foul.
Now you just saw a great recovery. Just watch the recovery here. He has absolutely nothing. And he's able to go in the air and avoid the shot clock.
Kobe to the chance of Kobe, running a Grand Prix route through O'Neal, forcing the foul. For Kobe Bryant now, he has 37 points. He's been perfect from the line. He's 8 of 8. He stays perfect from the line. Big game for Kobe, who has had 2 40-point-plus games this season, and it's a 5-point game. And Dwyane Jones gets called for the foul as Wade goes down hard.
You know he didn't mean to do that, but he caught Wade right across the face.
Poor Wade. I mean, Wade had the collision in Sacramento. On Tuesday night, he was fouled by Ricky Davis of Boston to the extent that Davis was thrown out of the game. And not today. O'Neal works it back out to Damon Jones for a 3-pointer. Big move. Big 3-point shot, 2-point game.
That was a great play by design. Threw the ball in. That's the first time that they have screened down in the middle of the lane for Damon Jones to bring him to the top of the circle, wide open.
A runner by Kobe doesn't go. Tipped high in the air, then O'Neal gets it. And he gets it out to Damon Jones, and makes a nice play to save it from going out of bounds. Later follows, but there's no basket. No basket. Wade went in and missed it. And I found before the shot.
Yeah, they called it on the move by Wade, and it was a terrific movement. They had a 3-on-2 in that situation, and when Damon Jones went with the cross-court pass, it took the defense over. Beautiful move by Wade going to the rim. In this game today, we have 3 of the top 5 guys getting to the foul line. Now here's a great move by Wade. See, they get him they get the defensive player by stepping under. We have 3 guys in this game who attempt over 10 foul shots a night. Wade, then you have Shaq at 10, and then you have Kobe Bryant at 11. I mean, that is an incredible stat that you have 3 guys here today, and there are only 5 guys in the league getting that many attempts.
And Wade and Bryant have each been perfect. They're each 9 out of 9 from the line. And we're tied at 89 with 3:15 remaining in the 4th period. But a foul on his way to the basket.
Yeah, and a little talking. And a little talking.
And at least there's him smiling.
Yeah, well, he came up and he said something to Wade. See, he's going right there, up over the top. Wade came in from the side to try to help Eddie Jones on that coverage.
Shaq said, or Kobe probably said, Shaq calls you Flash, but I'll flash you. Bryant to the line. That's Eddie Jones' fifth foul. So Eddie Jones and Shaq each now with 5. And with a little bit of Christmas luck, Sunday, NBA TV, Boston will be at San Antonio. Thursday, TNT. Doubleheader, Miami at Detroit, San Antonio at Portland this week. Bryant seeking his 40th point. Got a couple of fortuitous bounces, and LA is up by a deuce. Jones. Over the top goes O'Neal, and Tom Janovich is saying, come on.
I'll tell you what, here's a good complaint there, Al. That ball, it looked like it was still up over the rim. Now, I lost it because Shaq went up and blocked out the building.
Damon Jones gets the rebound, and Miami now has a chance to assume the lead.
All night long, we've been saying, Shaq, quick feet. Boy, he showed it again.
Wade missing the rim, and Odom comes back for LA as we tick down to 2 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Odom tries to dish it off to mid. They get lucky as Jones saves it. And then Kobe drives in, and you've got a Shaquille O'Neal with a foul. And the place erupts as Shaquille O'Neal has fouled out. O'Neal sits down with 24 points and 11 rebounds.
There was no doubt about that. That wasn't even close.
This has been a heck of a basketball game.
It's been an excellent game when you think of the drama involved. Both players have played well. Kobe's having a spectacular game, but he's also had 9 more shot attempts than Shaq. So you love what Shaq was doing here, and you are just in awe of what Kobe Bryant has done.
And Kobe Bryant is the last guy standing, because Shaq is out of the game and he's just given them the lead. And Kobe Bryant right now has equaled his season high of 41 points. He scored 41 at Orlando on November 12th, and the Lakers lost the game.
Now the other factor underlying Kobe Bryant's performance is the three-point shooting. 12 for 30.
And Bryant is 5 of 11. He's taken 11 of those 30.
Now there's pressure right now on Eddie Jones and Wade to make things happen. Ooh, now that was a quick call. Kobe Bryant, they used Eddie Jones on a wraparound on the screen to the left of the well, and they called the grab. Here, now just keep an eye on it now as he makes a curl move. See, he's got him. See, he's got him around the waist. That's automatic this year. You cannot play a screener or a cutter with your hand around the waist.
That's 4 fouls on Bryant. 2 minutes to play. Wade drives and gets the basket.
Now is the first time that we have seen Wade this half take it to the right of the rim, if you really think about it. And this time all the way with a maximum explosion.
Well, he has to be the guy.
Oh, absolutely.
When Shaq sat out the other night against Boston, Wade really stepped up. That foul is on Odom. That's his 3rd. And now Wade has a chance to give Miami the lead with under 2 minutes to play. But can't get it to drop. Game remains at 93. Atkins with the ball to Bryant. Kobe with that lane, less clogged. Jermaine Jones who misses. And Wagner comes down with a rebound and then gets fouled.
Oh, Lamar, come on now. You cannot afford a technical foul. That ball was kept alive. You like the fact that Leitner went up. And I like what Van Gundy said about Christian Leitner. Excellent addition to their team. He, along with Doliak, have been terrific for them up front. And Christian has played extremely well, especially at the defensive end, he said, for his team in the fourth quarter.
And right now at the offensive end, he'll try to give them the lead again. Odom has just picked up his 4th foul. Bryant, Odom, and Min all with 4, and Laettner gives Miami the lead again.
Well, Christian playing with a bad back. You know, this is his 13th year in the league, and he's had a lot of success at a number of stops.
Takes 1 of 2. Min clearing the glass. Atkins brings it up. Kobe on the other side now. Odom can't get a clean one away because he's fouled on the way to the basket.
Yeah, late call, but a good call. They know that Lamar Odom can beat his man off the dribble. I just keep an eye on it. See, once he gets in here, see, it was a late call, but he gets a wrap right across the wrist.
By Wade, and for Wade, with no foul trouble at all today. That's his first.
Odom is such a difficult cover, Al. He's clever with the dribble. Plus, he's left-handed. He's got that great stride as he comes across the lane. He can not only finish with the hook or the finger roll, but he can also pick out people and make a good pass.
That's 294. Actually charged that foul to Haslam, his second. 94 all, 120 remaining in the 4th. Odom comes out on Wade. Laettner's free from 18. Can't get it to drop. Min saves it. Great play on the baseline by Min.
Oh, he had a good look. Christian was wide open.
Kobe Bryant, will he make it a perfect day for himself and the Lakers? Kobe knows drama. But only 4 seconds now on the clock. He has to go outside and pull him. Atkins makes it, but a 24-second violation.
Yeah, Kobe wasted too much time. Once he came off that high screen and he went right to the top of the circle, he should have given it up. And you can see it right here. On the elevation, the clock has already gone off.
So that would-be 3 doesn't go, and we're still tied at 94.
I'm a firm believer in taking what comes. When it's there, take it. But make sure that you get a good shot and don't be worrying about the clock.
Wade.
They have nothing. They have nothing here.
Wade. About 15. Tipped out to Jones. Now they can play for the last shot of regulation.
Now you hold out. Now you pull the ball out. And that was good basketball. They had nothing now, and they didn't rush it, and they ended up with a pretty good shot.
Great work on the offensive glass. Neither team has a foul to give.
Got to go now. They waited too long. They waited long.
Wade
take the shot.
Right outside, missing, and we go to overtime. And why not? You had to go to overtime. Everybody was waiting for this game for so long. We need about 4 overtimes. But they'll have to do it without Shaquille O'Neal. To overtime we go. Shaquille O'Neal fouled out of the game with 2:15 remaining. The game was tied at 91 when he left. Each team scored 3 more. So here we go. 5-minute overtime. Kobe Bryant has played 45 of the 48 minutes, and then Min has it taken away by Wade.
Now, they did not run that play the entire game.
And Eddie Jones bangs on the 2.
Miami, with this quick unit out here right now, must take advantage, Al, of every fast break opportunity. But you could see, coming out of that timeout, here he comes again. They're trying to post either Mim or Odom down inside.
Odom all the way in. Makes it in.
See, that could have been an offensive foul. Odom definitely put that forearm out. 3 guys wanted that call that time. Referee just blew it off.
Eddie Jones has 5 fouls. And after making the deuce, he misses here, and the Lakers have a chance to reclaim the lead.
I like what they ran. They call this horns in the NBA. Right now they're going to post Bryant. But the last 2 plays came out of a post-up or a one-on-one situation.
Spin around back doesn't go.
You got to go. You got to go and see if you can get something easy. Because with this unit, it's tough to score in the half-court game.
Wade. Oh, spin move Odom left-handed off the glass.
We've been waiting out.
What a play.
We've been waiting for that. Now he's struggled. He's had a tough night. He's 9 for 23, but we were waiting for him to finish with that left hand.
And in the 50th minute of the game, he does it. And they steal the ball, and Damon Jones meets Eddie Jones again. And Eddie collects. And the Miami lead is now 4, and Rudy Tomjanovich has to take a timeout.
This group needs the fast breakout. They're running it beautifully. They have numbers, and they're kicking, and Eddie Jones is closing out. Now keep an eye here. Now watch this move with the left hand. The defender came, thought he was going to elevate and shoot with the right hand. Now Eddie Jones, this is Eddie's second one in this overtime, right from that deep corner.
Pretty big possession here. Miami up by 4. Kobe Bryant. Odom's going to work inside, and you're going to get a blocking foul.
Tough call, tough angle. Mainly because the call is from the right side. The referee on the right-hand side, and this play is going away. Right there, good call. Good call. He never established where he was in front of him. Now, forget about the fact he was moving. You're entitled to move. But he did not get in front.
Short clock now with 10 seconds on the 24, and Odom hits a three-pointer.
You know, we've been talking about so many different people in this game, and Odom very quietly has 21.
Wade dumps it inside for Leitner, and he gets fouled on his way to the basket.
Now that has been there for Miami. Anytime that they come off of a screen high at the foul line or top of the circle, the man who sets the screen on the roll has been open. And the reason, the Lakers' rotation on the baseline has been late all game.
That's the 5th foul on Mim. Brian Grant has also played in the middle, but Grant picked up 3 early fouls. He would be the guy who would probably come in, though with O'Neal out of the game, that might mitigate against that. There he is on the bench. And Leitner drops in the free throw to make it 102-99.
They want to work on Odom. Here's a clear out for Odom.
On Haslam. Back outside to Bryant. Eddie Jones on him. Kobe missing. And Miami trying to get the rebound and keep it away from Odom, which Wade does. And then he gets fouled by Odom.
Yeah, I see that was silly. That was silly. Mainly because you did not get the jump ball. Once you did not get the jump ball, just let the guy pass the ball. Why foul him in?
And that's his 5th.
Yeah, keep it right here now. And you see now once it goes, here's the foul. That's a definite foul. What you want to do is you want to stay out of the penalty here in this overtime.
And stay out of a technical, too, because Odom ran all the way down the court and hung on the basket. Wade, a little floater from the lane, and Miami is up by 5 as we tick down to 2 minutes remaining in overtime.
Talk about big baskets. This young guy is stepping up right now, but the athleticism that he's showing now is something that we have not seen since the first quarter.
Outside to Jones, doesn't even come close. And so Miami right now can milk the clock a little bit. 140, 104-99.
Yeah, the Lakers have got to dig in here right now. They need to stop.
Very key possession. Wade. 5 on the timer.
Got to make it happen.
2 on the timer. Wade doesn't go. Him volleyballs it to himself.
Oh, that's what you needed. The Lakers needed that. Now just get a good shot attempt.
Bryant dishing back outside Atkins. Now to Odom. 3-point launch. 2-point game.
Odom has been terrific all night long. Short game, long game, mid-range game.
24 points for Odom, and he's 4 out of 6 from three-point land. The Lakers have taken 35 three-point shots, and Wade misses. Loose ball underneath, and it's going to go to Miami. And Tomjanovich could have won the standing, whatever it is, high jump.
Wow, Rudy was all upset. He thought that the ball was off of Miami. A great move by Wade, but the shot was such a hard shot. It did not have a chance of going in.
Kobe Bryant, meanwhile, in overtime has not scored. He hasn't scored since Shaq fouled out on a Bryant drive in the fourth.
We're down inside of 7 seconds now.
Eddie Jones with the fadeaway. Min with the rebound.
You have plenty of time here now. Just work and get what you want here. Something good.
Odom. 10 on the 24. Bryant. Atkins. Atkins with an offensive foul. Yeah. Kobe started to go to the basket, worked it outside. Atkins came in from three-point land, and then the offensive foul.
Now, they had nothing. Give Miami credit. See, they were closing out. They were doing a terrific job. That was so easy to call, but give David Jones a lot of credit for taking the charge. I mean, Eddie Jones for taking the charge.
20-second timeout call here.
You cannot let Miami run the 23 or 24 seconds off the clock. You let that happen, and the shot goes up. Well, now you're saying that within 3 seconds you're going to be able to score by moving the ball to half court. All right, because both teams do have the timeout that they can move. So the key is how aggressive are you going to be defensively here right now? Some guys would play very, very tough defense, play hard, go for the steal. Some guys would just say, hey, we're going to foul. Okay, now both teams have one foul to give. They're looking for the trap, trying to go for a steal. Now, this is good Miami basketball.
Very good right here.
That's exactly right. They're running the clock. Remember now, a foul is no good.
And Kobe
he gave it to him.
He gave him a timeout. He gave them the timeout with 6 seconds remaining on the 24 and 9.2 now in the game.
That's right. See, now you look at this, you say 6 on the shot clock. All right, 9-point game. All right, now it comes down to a foul doesn't help you because they just get a new clock. All right. Now here it is right here. Now this could have gone. You're going to see him. He calls it. Now watch. He's going to look. Now Lamar Odom thought that he had the ball, but he didn't have possession. You see, he pulled it away from him. Monty McCutcheon was right on the ball and gave them the timeout.
They'll inbound near midcourt.
See, they need a steal. They need a steal. A foul doesn't do them any good because they'll get a new 24-second clock and they'll take the ball out on the side.
Dwyane Wade will inbound. Bryant guarding the inbound pass. Leitner.
They're not going to foul. They're going to play to 3 seconds. You got to get it up, baby. No good.
Clock violation. So the Lakers do let them play it out.
That's right.
The Lakers now take a timeout, and 3 seconds remain in overtime. They'll make it 3.2.
See, everyone has different strategies in coaching of how they're comfortable of how to play a technical clock management like we just had right there.
And they just added 2 tenths, so they have 3.4.
So,
and we all know what 4 tenths of a second can mean, even though Derek Fisher.
Come on.
Even though
we've seen a lot of them won with that.
Even though Derek Fisher is now at Golden State. All right, so the Lakers strategy, I mean, it's Hollywood, so Bryant's got to get the ball and shoot at some point,
look,
you would think.
Even last year and the years before that, they always run something to get him the basketball because of his elevation, and even if he's covered, he still can get up a shot. Now, he has always been the main guy. Now, I cannot, well, like we say, every team has a set play that they go to at this time. Some have 2, some have 3 from the side. But you know that Kobe Bryant is going to be involved here.
You know, the other thing, too, is Miami has a foul to give.
That's correct. That's exactly right. So now, you know, over in there, they're talking, and they're just going to say one thing. Remember, if you're going to foul him, you got to foul him on the dribble. You cannot let him get to the elevation. You get him to the elevation, now you're allowing the referee to decide this game. All right, now, does the foul happen before, or does he foul him in the act of shooting? You see, so everyone always says, whoa, just foul him. Whoa,
right.
But wait a second. You know, you can't foul him when the guy's in the act of shooting.
The Lakers win the game on a 3-point play. So here we go with 3.4 left in overtime.
Now, this is a crucial pressure situation for the passer. The guy who's inbounding the pass, this is always different. Now, this is interesting. They are playing off the ball, and they're going to play two guys on Bryant, Wade and Eddie Jones.
And Jermaine Jones to inbound. Bryant gets doubles. Kobe Bryant. Amazing that it didn't go in the way with his history and all of the drama and this whole day. And so for Kobe Bryant, he has the one chance at the end. Can't make it go down. And Shaquille O'Neal and the Miami Heat have won 11 straight games.
That was beautiful defense that time. They put two guys on Kobe Bryant. They had two on him, and they forced him into a very difficult shot.
So Bryant doubled, misses from outside. And after we go to overtime with Shaquille O'Neal having fouled out, a look now at the Miami bench as that shot doesn't go, and Shaquille O'Neal and the Miami Heat will fly home with an 11th consecutive win. Let's go to Michelle.
All right, with Shaquille O'Neal as Kobe is launching that three at the very end of that first overtime. What are you thinking?
I knew that it wasn't going to go in because my team came out and they played well. I fouled out. I felt I let them down a little bit, but Flash and Eddie Jones told me they had it. And that's all we want to do, come here and win. You know, we're not trying to score 50 or 60 points and try to outdo anybody. You know, we just want to play good team ball, and that's what we did today.
Fouling out with 2:15 to play and then seeing this go into overtime. How tough was it to be sitting on the bench?
It was very tough. I was just trying to, protect the basket. You know, a couple of those calls, were questionable, but, like I said, I felt I let my team down a little bit, but Flash told me, have no fear. Flash is here.
Couple things. What was it like for you to walk out of that tunnel for the first time as an opponent?
It was different. I said to myself when I was, designing this arena, I should have made the, visiting locker room a little bit bigger. Well, Merry Christmas to the military, Merry Christmas to the police officers, Merry Christmas to all my friends and family, and Merry Christmas to all the children out there.
What about the handshake? Kobe came right to you before the opening tip. You didn't make eye contact. Why not?
Well, I was just doing the same things I always do. I was just coming out here, getting ready to play. I didn't want to get caught up in the nonsense that, you guys try to do. I just wanted to come here and, play good, solid basketball.
All of that nonsense, Shaq, the hype leading up to this game, some people trying to say, hey, it's